Hello everyone, today I'm going to be explaining the two uses and two meanings of ära, and spoilers, they're not connected. But first, as you can see, this word has the a sound, and it might seem a little bit difficult, but if you speak English, then think of the word sad or stand, and then extend the a vowel, so a, and then add ra, so ära. And I'm pretty sure if you tried that, then it was correct. So, sad, ära, ära. And you will hear me say this word a lot in this video. So the two uses of ära we're going to be looking at today, and the only uses, if I'm not mistaken, are when it precedes the verb and when it follows the verb. So first, let's look at when it precedes the verb. So the verb is usually in the imperative, and together it means like don't do something. So do something, whatever the verb is. So for example, ära tee, like don't do it. Ära küsi, don't ask. Ära unusta, don't forget. So you can check sõnaveeb. We'll come back to this later. And this ära, or like don't do something, like the negative imperative, it can be used in a second person singular, which is what we just looked at, like ära tee, don't do it. You single person, don't do it. Also in second person plural, ärge tehke. You plural, don't do it. And then the first person plural, ärme tee or ärme teeme. Both are correct. So let's not do it. And like I said, you can look at sõnaveeb under käskiv kõneviis, so imperative, and then olevik is present, and then under this eitav, so negative. So you can see the me has ärgem tehkem, ärme teeme, ärme tee. And all of these forms are correct. But I would say ärme teeme and ärme tee are way more common than ärgem tehkem. It even sounds a little bit like, I don't know, ärgem tehkem. And as you can see, there's also ärgu tehku, ärgu tehtagu, but these forms are not used as often, so this is for you advanced learners out there, if you are out there even. But it's not something you need to worry about if you're on the A or B level. So let's move on to the second use. So if you speak some Estonian, or if you know some Estonian, or if you don't, then I would implore you to try and guess what the meaning difference between these sentences are. So the first is õpin ja siis tulen. The second is õpin ära ja siis tulen. So what's the difference in meaning? And that's exactly what we're going to be looking at. So õpin ja siis tulen means I will study and then I will come. But õpin ära ja siis tulen means I will finish studying and then I will come. So that's the meaning difference. We'll come back to this second example later if I don't forget. So ära as a verb can mean like not here or away, but it can also like mark this like completion aspect. So in the affirmative it would be läksin ära, I left, like it's done. Unustasid ära, you forgot, completely, it's done. But also in the imperative, which we looked at in the previous like grammar point. So söö ära, like finish eating, or like eat all of it. Mine ära means like go away, like don't be here. And the most difficult aspect I will say about this like grammar point is that the meaning can vary quite a lot. For example, ma toon versus ma toon ära. And I will also talk a little bit about cases, because if I don't, it's like there's no point in making this video basically, because usually you need to use some kind of like, I guess, object in your sentence. So õppisin matemaatikat. It means I studied math, but usually like in the Estonian context it means like I did my math homework. So that's something like, that's how we say like I did my math homework. So I'm going to use that. Õppisin matemaatikat, I worked on my math homework. Third case, matemaatikat, third case. But if it's õppisin matemaatika ära, then it's I finished doing my math homework. And here the matemaatika is second case. But when your mom is telling you, õpi matemaatika ära, so do your math homework, like finish doing your math homework, then it's the first case. But when your mom is just generally telling you to study math, like not even do the homework, just to study math, for example, at the university, then it's õpi matemaatikat, then once again it's the third case. So use these as examples and references if you ever need to decode anything or like understand why it's the second case and why it's not the third case. So that's why. And that's it for now. I really think that's it. Like all you can do now is just notice more examples and analyze them, and then improve your understanding of Estonian and these like nuances, especially like the bringing, like toon ära, these like differences. But yeah, otherwise, I think we're good. So I feel like this was the last topic I wanted to cover for now. So if you have any requests for like grammar topics or maybe even like vocabulary topics, then please let me know. And I will, see you in the next video. Bye bye.